Howdy guys, Jimmy Song here. In this video, I'm going to talk about another wish list item for Bitcoin in 2019 that I'd like to see. And that item is sidechains for real. And that means some sort of trustless sidechains where you don't have to trust some federated group like you do on the Elements blockchain that Blockstream uses, or some miners, kind of like at least a little bit that you do with drive chains and so on. I'd like to see something where you don't have you have a trustless two-way peg and you have something on a sidechain. Now, what does that all mean? Why do I want sidechains? Well, sidechains are pegged directly to Bitcoin. So that means that if you have one Bitcoin on the sidechain, it's the same as one Bitcoin on the main chain. There's rules about getting in and out of that sidechain. And you can have a lot of experimentation and innovation within that sidechain. Now, this may lead to some malinvestment, as we have with almost everything, but I think overall it will be a net positive because you can try different things. So if you want to try confidential transactions, that's something that you can do on a sidechain. If you want to try some sort of smart contract language that's different than the one that Bitcoin uses, you can try that on a sidechain. And that's the route that a lot of them have gone down. And in fact, the Liquid sidechain has confidential assets, confidential transactions, so you don't know what the amounts are and so on. So there's a lot of interesting things that you can try on a sidechain, and it's a vector of real innovation that can happen. But we need that actual mechanism to work. Now, is it even possible? Is everything I know Drive Chains has been working on this a long time. Liquid is there, but it's federated and so on. I would like to see something happen in this area so that more interesting things can happen, more businesses can be brought about, and so on. The thing that's been very tragic about the entire ICO bubble is that everyone jerry-rigged the token into their product. It really didn't need it, right? Like most of them jerry-rigged it so that they can make money, or they can get money up front to develop all this other stuff, and that's a broken model because that's really just creating a or like selling seats to a restaurant before you have a building or seats or a menu or anything, and it's just promises, empty promises for the large part. With something like sidechains, now you actually build a business on top of Bitcoin. You don't have to. You don't jerry rig a token. You build a business on top of whatever the sidechain is, and that's the direction that I'd like to see Bitcoin go in. And hopefully that's something that happens in 2019. Anyway, hope that made sense, and hope that helps you. This song is done.